Hello friends. So we have a question on trigonometry, and we also have to use the concepts of plotting a graph and then transforming that graph into another graph. So we have been given a function fx which is 4 sine x plus 2.5, and then we are also given another function gx which is similar to fx but with slight variation. And it is written that the graph of G can be obtained from F after some transformations. So we have to identify those transformations, and then we also identify the value of R. So first of all, let us try to plot the graph of Fx. It's a trigonometric function, so we would draw the graph for 2 pi up to 2 pi, and the similar graph will mostly follow. So if we see, it is sine x is multiplied with 4. So we know the graph of sine x ranges from -1 to 1. But since it has been multiplied with 4, we know it will range from -4 to 4. But at the same time, plus 2.5 has also been done. So first we will try to plot the graph of 4 sine x. So 4 sine x will have graph something like this, where the maximum value is 4 and minimum value is -4. So this is the graph of 4 sine x, and it will continue like this on both sides. Then there is plus 2.5. So in every term 2.5 has been added. So we know the whole graph will shift upwards 2.5. So we now have another graph. This is 0, and the whole graph shifts upward 2.5. This will be -1.5, and as it goes up this will be 6.5, and there will be in between somewhere 2.5. So this is the 2.5, and these are pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, and 2 pi. So we will have this graph something like this. So this is the graph of fx 4 sine x plus 2.5. Now we have to draw the graph of gx, which is 4 times sine of x minus 3 pi by 2 plus 2.5 plus q. Now we have to understand that for going from f to g, there are few transformations done, which is first x has been replaced with x minus 3 pi by 2. So we know if we replace x by x minus a, there is rightward shift by a, and when y is replaced by y minus, because q has been added, so this is basically adding q on both side, subtracting q on the left side and adding q on the right side. Or we can say when y is replaced by y minus something, say here q, so there is upward shift by a, or in this case q. So the ultimate impact would be the x is replaced by x minus 3 pi by 2. So the graph would shift 3 pi by 2 on the right side, and then q has been added on the right side, so the graph will move up by q. So the graph of gx will be something like this. This would be 2.5 plus q. here minus 1.5 plus q, this will be 6.5 plus q, and since it has been shifted by 3 pi by 2, so this point which is coming at 0 will come at 3 pi by 2. So the graph will start from here, it will go upwards, then it will go down, and then it will come back. So this point is basically has come to this. This point has come to this. So this will be 2 pi. So all the points here have been shifted by 3 pi by 2. And then the whole graph has been shifted up by q. So two transformations have been used. First, right shift by 3 pi by 2 and upward by q. So this is the part A. Now let us try to move on to second part. The intercept of the graph of g at, so when we say intercept means the point at which it is intersecting. The y-intercept means the x is equals to 0 is 0 comma r. So the y-intercept is 0 comma r. And at the same time, we have to identify the minimum value of r such that the gx should always be greater than or equals to 7. So for the same, what is zx? Zx is nothing but 4 sine of x minus 3 pi by 2 plus 2.5 plus q. Pi by 2. So what we have to do now is, we have been given that gx is greater than or equals to 7. So if gx is always greater than or equals to 7, then what we can do is we can identify the minimum value of this function and then equate or make it greater than or equals to 7. So the minimum value of this function would be, the minimum value of sine is minus 1, so this would be minus 4 plus 2.5 plus q. These are constant and making them greater than or equals to 7. So the q is greater than or equals to 7 plus 4 minus 2.5, or q is greater than or equals to 8.5. Now q is always greater than or equals to 8.5. Now let us try to identify the y-intercept. Y-intercept means x equals to 0. So the value of z0 is 4 sine of minus 3 2 plus 2.5 plus q. So minus 3 pi by 2 means this is minus pi by 2, this is minus 2 pi, this is minus 3 pi by 2. So value would be 1, so 4 plus 2.5 plus q. So this is z of 0 or equals to r. Now the r is equals to 4 plus 2.5 plus q, and we know q is always greater than or equals to 8.5. Now using these two, we have to identify the minimum value of r. Minimum value of r would be 4 plus 2.5 plus minimum value of q. And what is the minimum value of q? Minimum value of q is 8.5. So this comes out to be 15. So the minimum value of r is 15. So this is the solution of B part. For more such interesting questions, do visit our website iitnacademy.com and register for detailed explanations and discussion.